All right, good afternoon everyone. My name is Riker Turner. I'm going to be teaching you guys about corrosion prevention. I've actually had 4 years in the Navy of working on aviation maintenance, and I've been doing about a year on school of learning about commercial and whatnot. So in all, I'd say I have about 5 years of experience. I know a pretty good bit about corrosion, and I'd like to pass it on to you guys to understand about it and the dangers and how you can prevent it. Now, today I'd like you guys to be thinking about, while you guys are sitting here during this presentation, to think what can be more devastating than malmaintenance. Now, malmaintenance is a very big deal in the aviation field, and a lot of people can be affected directly through it. The main points that I want to get across are how to prevent corrosion, how to treat corrosion, and identify a couple of different corrosions, just simple identifications. The mission statement is going to be learning about corrosion, obviously. So what can you do to prevent a plane crash? Learn about corrosion. All right, so the reasons behind corrosion. Now, corrosion, everyone thinks, well, it's because water got on it. You know, it's simple, it's just rust. Well, that may be true, but there are other reasons, such as oils that are sitting on it, the wrong kind of oils, or the wrong kind of solutions. Acid rain. There's acid rain that can get into quiet spots inside of a plane that can cause it to start to corrode inside, whether it's galvanic. Galvanic is where it starts to eat away seriously at the metal. It gets really deep in there. That's usually when you're going to start seeing when you have to actually replace the parts overall. Now, with surface corrosion, that's not really a big deal. Corrosion on the surface, completely treatable. You can put oils of whatnot, just sanding it. But with aluminum on aircraft, you don't typically want to sand it, or you're going to start losing your aluminum that's put on the surface. And that's when you're going to be using more of the solutions such as oils and whatnot. Now, to prevent corrosion, you're going to start with, cleaning it, taking it apart regularly, inspecting it. You're going to go through and make sure that there isn't any corrosion typically. And it's hard to tell, but they usually send it to NDI, non-destructive inspection, and they're going to go through and use special paints or dyes, and they penetrate into the metal and they go through and see if it's been corroded, if there's any kind of distress to it, and that's how you start to know whether it's actually any good or if it's bad and you have to throw it away. Continuing on to treatment, continuing on with prevention. You're going to go through in the quiet zones, inspect it with a flashlight typically. Fresh water, rinsing it down with fresh water, taking a rag and drying it. And the solution to all of this, as we just talked about, corrosion prevention treatment, on the late slide. And this is actually one that I believe actually happened from corrosion, that the cabin actually ripped off. I believe it was from the rivets in it actually getting corroded, and it ripped off from that. There was a flight attendant that was actually sucked out of the top, and I believe everyone else made it through and survived. On this one, that was actually a different one that crashed. And as you can see, the entire roof is ripped off of here, and it's bad stuff. And then this is the flight that I was talking about, where the roof got ripped off, and it was a disastrous day. It was a Hawaiian Airlines. And just to leave you guys with, just remember to keep a visual, and if you don't see something that looks right, say something. It's very important. You can save lives, you can help others, whether you see it or believe it. Thank you.